This is a Xenoborg Nukie round on the Leviathan server. Um, I am not watching this intentionally because there's Nukies. That is an accidental side effect. We are interested in the Xenoborgs. I just rebuilt my PC and I have a new AMD GPU. I've been using NVIDIA pretty much my entire PC gaming life. So I'm not used to AMD, so this is a way to basically stress test it and make sure I can still render and stuff without exploding my PC or still being able to. The Xenoborgs in the background are obviously discussing strategy, what to do. The core is taking control. They're talking on the Xenoborg radio. Oh my lord, I need to turn my game down. Well, I skipped ahead just a few minutes, and one of the commenters mentioned that engineer borgs are going to cheese getting infinite materials, and unfortunately the first round I see is an engineer borg indeed cheesing the fact they can get infinite materials. I also see that they're actually out here salvaging, which I have to wonder if that was originally intended for them to do, because they could theoretically just fly around these procedural wreckages and get as many materials as they possibly can. Um, I also somewhat feel like this was not part of the intention, was that they could make a giant, like, surplus of materials without ever having to risk themselves, but without brains, they can't make new units, so it's not like they're getting all that much out of this. If anything, they're just denying the station materials. We are 18 minutes in. They're now making first contact with the station. The first person they run into is a captain who is surprisingly in the tag room. It also looks like this captain has the energy shotgun on their back. But all four Borgs are together, and they are doing what Xenoborgs do. Funnily enough, it looks like the first thing they're going to end up killing is actually a engineering Borg. Also, it seems like they actually gave the scout an energy dagger module, and this one doesn't have it active at the exact second, but I think that was the heavy laser sprite. I wasn't paying too much attention. Tech officer shows up armed with a heavy rifle as well, manages to actually crit the engineer Borg, but a paramedic also has a droist. I'm not entirely sure if the Nukies are already on the station or why the hell a paramedic has a gun. I guess I can look around really quick at the state of the station. I'm not entirely sure why a paramedic's in engineering with an assault rifle. I know a ninja spawn, so maybe it's because of that. Okay, no, the armory is just straight up open. Maybe there's some war declaration. I don't know the full context, but that is why people are armed, which is bad for the Xenoborgs, obviously. You normally wouldn't be fighting 30 armed people, we're just normally fighting security. They have got their first victim, though, and are falling back to the core. The security officer is being squished actively, and this is my first time seeing a person be converted. This is very, very awesome to see. And there they are. They are down to a brain. They have, I'm sure, thousands of materials. They were salvaging for almost 18 minutes. The Heavy seems worried about getting picked up, but the Heavy could definitely just jump off into space right here. I mean, maybe they forgot which direction it was, because you can fly infinitely with the laser gun, but obviously that's risky than just having somebody who can fly pick you up, so I don't blame them for that. As we also saw here, the stealth revived the engineering Borg. If you haven't seen my video, the smaller models other than the heavies can actually repair each other without needing the engineering cyborg. However, if you don't steal welding fuel, that's basically all you get without being able to recharge. So it's kind of a, like, you get like one get out of jail free card for your allies. You can see the NG Borg, though, is now repairing the rest of them, and their numbers have grown. I can tell right now that the Nukies have also landed on the station at 24 minutes, and the Xenoborgs are now aware of that. However, that means the Nukies are going to make bodies, and the Xenoborgs need bodies. So that, if anything, if the Nukies fail in nuking the station, they can basically secure the win for the Xenoborgs if they kill enough but not win too much where the Xenoborgs are going to be directly fighting the Nukies. It looks like they are now planning a second attack. Again, I'm not going to focus on the Nukies. I'm focusing purely on the Xenoborgs because they're new. I've done 1,000 Nukie videos. I don't need to do 1,000 more right now. All 5 of them have lined up, hopefully correctly this time. Indeed, they have. They are now back at the shipbuilding part of the station. They have just the orientation correctly, so it looks right, so you actually can understand what station this is. They now have to figure out their way back in. RCD, good option. Here we go. The Xenoborgs have finally heard their first victim, who is also crawling through maintenance. I've heard dozens of explosions. There's the captain once again being followed by a Great Tiger, I'm assuming, with a taser. They are cutting the power to medbay, so they're now making the Nukies' jobs either a little easier or a little harder, depending on who you're asking. That's not enough to fully kill the power, but it's definitely going to be a problem. We can see medbay is actively in between the Xenoborgs and Nukies. There's they are, our friends, the Nukie team. Xenoborgs directly to the south. Still just kind of walking in circles in this maintenance halls. They don't seemingly have like a full plan, and I don't blame them. They can't really just rush in and like overpower the Nukies, and getting caught up against a fully armed crew, because they're armed against the Nukies. The Xenoborgs aren't that strong in combat. Like the heavy can start doing damage, and here we go. The heavy has now sandwiched them on one screen right here. You can now see Nukies and Xenoborgs on both sides, which is fucking awesome. I love to see that. People in the darkness starting in the shot. Okay, obviously the fights are dark. I want to see what they are shooting at. As good as much as the mood lighting looks good. We're just gonna turn this on for just a second so we can see the scouts stealing victims from the Nukies. I'm not gonna watch them bring the bodies back because we can imagine what they're doing. That is 3 corpses recovered from the Nukies hunt. No one was able to successfully defend the bodies, because I mean you can see the path of destruction the Nukies has left, dead and dying in several places. You can't even bring them to medbay anymore because medbay is compromised. A Borg has been taken. That is a very successful haul for the Xenoborgs. That is 4 corpses now, with the only 1 scout unoccupied with no corpses to grab. They are returning back to the mothership, which is where we are going to return. Nukies are going to continue their rampage, obviously. Just some good old body squishing in case you wanted to see that process. Oh yeah, Borg and man alike getting squished. Well, the Nukies have actually managed to successfully arm the nuke. Which it's not surprising. People are getting kidnapped, converted, shot by robots, shot by Nukies. The Borgs are still on the mothership planning, so I guess I'll go check out the station itself really quickly and then come back. It's kind of hard. This is incredibly hard to spectate 2 different team antagonists. Well, there's a Syndicate I just found. You can also hear the sounds of the lovely converted. Here we go. We managed to find one new... No, that's not a Nukie. That is... Is this a Nukie? No, that's a friendly. That's the Nukies. Okay, I was confused. I don't have the UI. We're gonna spectate the Nukies lose or win real quick, because if they win, then the Xenoborgs have nothing else to really do. But there's only 2 of them standing. Oh, there's only 1 of them standing, and they are a slow Jugsuit who does have a laser, and they are dual-wielding an energy sword to help make them tankier. Oh, no, there are 2 Nukies standing. I didn't see the commander. Or did they get back up? My spectating game is off. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on here. Let me actually like hide the ghost so you can see once more. A little messy spectating. I apologize. This is a lot to watch. Commander just got pied, and they didn't take any swings at the energy sword, which is really interesting. They could have got 2 or 3 swings in right then and there, but now the commander just gets to holy piss. You know what? That's fair. Pretty much just a fight between the commander with an infinite ammo gun. They're now moving in with the energy sword. Jugsuit. Shoot that man. There you go. Failed pie. How many pies does this guy have? A team kill? More team death? 4 pies? Alright, this... Stun meta is not a thing, by the way, but... In comes the 4 pies insta-stunning nuclear operatives. Looks like the Nukies are going to lose right here. Jugsuit tanking hundreds of shots, but that is it. A little bit of more team damage, but the Nukies were mostly defeated by pies. I think that guy's narcoleptic and just fell asleep while defusing. Wait, is that a stealth Borg stealing them? Oh my god. That's holy shit. That's awesome. A stealthborg comes in. They did it. They're not narcoleptic. They got fucking hypoed with the true stealth module. I couldn't even see them as a spectator in full bright. That's sick. So that guy's gone. There ain't much of the crew left. That nuke's obviously gonna get disarmed. But I just actively watched one of the heroes on the station get stolen. And now they're gonna just be slowly converted into a Xenoborg. I don't even know where they went. More and more Borgs being made. A lot of stealth, a lot of scouts. Surprisingly, they actually made an extra engineer, but I guess when your numbers have grown this much, you probably want more than one repairer in case they die. It also looks like they got hit by a meteor at some point. Not like they have to care about oxygen loss. Their power is just fine. Still have access to all their thrusters. What are these terrifying sounds? Oh my god. Is that guy's name the Evil Super Calculator? Yes, it is. 2 scouts dragging 2 heavies back to the station. The nuke was defused. Most of the Xenoborgs are here. The standing captain and a person, well, I don't know if these are the captain or head of security anymore. I think they are. So many people have died and been swapped by gear at this point that it's really hard to keep track of who's who. Doesn't really matter. They're all flesh bags able to be converted to the Xenoborg army anyway. We are gang, I fully agree. Even with their lights off, they're obviously getting spotted. Energy sword versus energy dagger fight. My money's on the head of security there. Mag dump back into the Xenoborg, so the heavy could definitely tank half that magazine at least. Okay, the evac has landed. Captain down, being immediately stolen, but that welded door actually saving the captain's body from being dragged away too much. Goodbye world might actually be saying goodbye. Chief engineer cut down. Captain's body's attempting to be recovered. I think I just heard a hypo go off. I don't know if they got crit or if they fell asleep. No, they got crit. I'm pretty sure I heard the hypo anyway. That guy was beyond fucked. Rat King, this is not your world to exist in. I don't think... Rat Kings don't have brains, so you unfortunately can't convert the Rat King. That way you can't have the biggest robot that makes the biggest rolls. Oh, there's 2 Rat Kings, because why not? As far as I'm aware, this isn't an ad meme round. I think this is completely natural. I have not played Wisden in played Wisden for any real amount of time in a while. I just spectate over here. I see another dude getting dragged off. Nukies that barely lose seems to be a really strong thing for Xenoborgs. They just stole corpses out of medbay during a Nukie round, which was insane. There is a singular person on the evac shuttle, by the way. Xenoborgs, oh, there's another one being made actively right now. For once, global audio is actually useful. Oh, 2 being made at the same time. Flesh monster, unfortunately not a flesh monster with a brain. No, I'm not sure the Xenoborgs are going to really be able to get many more bodies at this point because evac is about to leave. Engineer is letting the Xenoborgs in? Why is this person helping a Xenoborg? Did they just get emagged? Okay, so it's a syndicate who emagged them. But it didn't work? It did nothing. It shoots him. Oh, that was the best thing I've seen in a while in this game. He called out every law. It did nothing and shoots him. Well, 20 seconds till the evac leaves, there is a stealth borg, kind of just watching it. This person is just chilling. This is the last survivor of Nanotressin. Is the stealth borg gonna let them live? Oh no. Oh no! They were chill! Oh my god! Hans Mothman! No! I just hear more Xenoborgs being made as that happens. Well, I think that counts as a Xenoborg win in the end. Oh my god. We have so many bodies, you're not kidding. They are dragging Poisontronic brains, there's a stack of corpses, probably people who are like completely ghosted out and can't be taken in the first place. Yeah, there's nothing left. This is a Xenoborg station now. Well, the replay just completely broke when CENTCOM arrived. I was going to show the end screen. I guess I got to get a screenshot of it, but yeah, it's completely broken. Um, very, very awesome round to watch. If you guys want to see more Xenoborg spectates, let me know. I can try my best to improve them, but like, it's a multi-team, like dozens, potentially dozens of people to spectate, whose goal is to just kill and drag bodies away as fast as possible. So it's kind of hard to really show it all. But I think like the initial entry is probably the most important thing of the Xenoborgs. So anyways, just let me know if you want to see more of these, and thank you for watching.